Welcome back to 3 Crypto Questions, a quick hit video interview series from Bitstamp, where we take 10 minutes to catch up with top analysts, traders, and professionals across the cryptocurrency industry. I'm your host, Ben Pausty. Joining me today is Oliver Sadie, CEO of BCB Group. Bitstamp recently became the first crypto exchange to join BCB Group's new settlement network, BLINC. Oliver, it's great to have you on.
Hey, Ben, thank you so much. I'm super excited.
Awesome. Let's just dive in. So let's start with BLINC, which you guys launched last week. So first question for you, what is BLINC and how does it work?
BLINC is a payments network. It lets you move money really fast, round the clock, any size. It's all pre-validated for KYC and AML. It's super useful for traders who want to take advantage of market movements really quickly, or for just a general usage, one BLINC member settling with another for whatever it may be, operational or trading. So it's really it's the answer to what we see as quite inefficient settlement networks in the conventional space. We're talking like SEPA and SWIFT, who these rely on a very mixed technology group. Each bank has their own way of handling these, and it's just it's not very efficient. So this is the answer to that, and it's built specifically for the crypto community.
Awesome. And how does BLINC compare to Silvergate Bank's popular Send product?
I think they're good. It's a good comparison. I think it's very complementary. Silvergate have done a fantastic job of presenting a dollar settlement network, and they've got great reach as well with integration with many of the world's largest crypto players. And I think we noticed that in our part of the world, for GBP, Euro, Swiss franc, etc., that's not really well addressed. So by providing this BLINC, which is primarily for those three, and we'll build more currencies as we go along, it's hugely complementary and I think plays well with Send.
Great. Yeah, I mean, it's always great to have more frictionless fiat on and off ramps in the crypto industry. So any new entrant always, I think, always appreciated by the industry, especially as different entrants start focusing on different parts of the world and the challenges faced in different regions. So
indeed, yeah. And it's kind of it solves our own problems as well, because payments is one part of our business. The other is market making and OTC. And actually, it was in trying to solve our own problems of settlement that we came up with the network. And as our kind of client base on the banking side grew, it's a no-brainer. I mean, these guys are paying each other every day. Let's just get them all on the same network and make it skip the middleman.
Great. So for the second question, I really want to kind of dig into SWIFT and SEPA a little bit. So what advantages do settlement networks like BLINC offer EU institutions over the legacy systems like SWIFT and SEPA?
So the list is long. Let's start with settlement time. And SEPA and Target 2 and the kind of related technology and networks around that kind of Euro settlement network, they're at different stages of evolution. And again, every bank has their own way to process those messages, both in and out, and they've got their own kind of workflow. So there's a very practical constraint, first of all, where for SEPA, if you want to make a payment outside of business hours, you've got to wait. And the same is true for SWIFT. I mean, you can basically only make a payment when the bank's staff are awake, which is nuts. I mean, we're in the internet age, so we need a high-tech equivalent. But the other key advantage is that this BLINC is a blockchain-based network. So behind the scenes, it's actually a single unified ledger. So when one account is credited, the other account is debited on the same transaction. So it's not like one bank trying to reconcile with another bank's ledgers and having you don't need that reconciliation step. So that gives you one single source of truth and an instant transaction that's literally single-digit milliseconds.
That's awesome. Great. And on this topic of innovation, let's take a look ahead. So for the third question, what's next for crypto payments and settlement innovation in the EU?
I think there's another gap in the market here that we've seen this gap filled in the dollar space for some time, for a few years, and that's simply in stable coins. So it's getting one-to-one backed stable coins for these currencies. And I think BLINC is kind of a step in that direction. And we're very outwardly supportive of a number of stablecoins, including USD coin, and a couple of others. But I think that's really going to be the big thing. And then, of course, kind of parallel to that is what a central government's going to do. Government-backed digital currencies. That's that's a wide open space for innovation as well. So I think those are the big themes of the next year or so.
Yeah, makes sense. Great. And now it's time for our Bitstamp bonus question. So Oliver, bull, bear, or whale? Which is your crypto spirit animal and why?
Oh, do I only get 3 options? I'll tell you what, if I can be a beaver, bear with me, because we're very much, my spirit animal in the crypto space is I guess, a builder, kind of building the infrastructure here, trying to get things more efficient. But if where you're going with this is Bitstamp merch, I'd rather have a bull on mine, please.
I love that answer. I think we might have to add beaver to the list of options going forward. Cool. Thanks, Oliver. Well, that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us. And to show our appreciation, we're going to ship you some Bitstamp merch. You nailed it.
Yes.
Thank you for being a listener. We're going to send you a hat, a couple of other cool things, and a Bitstamp bull t-shirt since we don't have a beaver yet. But I think we'll have to, I'll have to sync up with the team and might have to get that going. So where can everybody find you?
You can find me on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/Ian/Oliver Sadie, and Twitter, either at BCB Crypto or at Oliver, where the O is a 0 and there's an underscore at the back. Huge fan of Bitstamp, so really grateful for you having me on this.
Thanks, Oliver. Really appreciate it. And to learn more about Bitstamp, please visit bitstamp.net or follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Thanks for watching. See you next time.